Well, good afternoon. This is Dr. Andrea Davis with the DIR Floor Time Coalition of California. And today we have Vanessa Castaneda Gill with us here to share what she wants to share with you about how she has developed a business and a team and a product and worked around and with her gifts and individual differences. And so welcome, Vanessa. We're so glad to have you here.
Thank you so much. I'm super excited to be here. So I think that one of the biggest takeaways from my company Social Cipher and our game Ava is that, everyone has different strengths and different things that they can turn into strengths, right? And as a neurodivergent person myself, I've definitely learned over time how to turn things that I previously saw as weaknesses into something that is a strength. So for me, that's attention to detail, being able to take in the big picture, things like that. And really for me, the biggest sort of pivot point was being able to ask for help and really realizing that you are not alone in what you're doing and that most people are really out here and willing to help you out. I think that vulnerability is actually the biggest strength here.
Wow. So you had to be vulnerable, let people know where you needed help, and that really worked for you?
Most definitely. I think there is, a particular strength in being able to be open and authentic about things. And I also believe it's a particular strength that neurodivergent people have. So I would really say that is the biggest thing that let things sort of open up for me. Before, when I was running this venture, I was trying to do everything myself. And clearly, like everyone, I didn't know everything. And really opening that up to my team and all of the amazing advisors and mentors and testers we have was what opened doors for our company.
It would be helpful as people get to know you, just even in this format, or I've just recently gotten to know you, they might be a little intimidated and say, well, Vanessa can say that, but she doesn't look neurodivergent in any, like she's got it all together. Like, I can't do what she did. What do you say to those people?
I mean, I would say I've actually tried to be a lot more vulnerable about what things look like on, on the back end of stuff. I, still continuously go to therapy. I've developed a lot of different tools and techniques for myself. I have like different timers going. I have my noise canceling headphones right here. I have extremely strict schedules and routines so that I can do my best. And those have taken years for me to develop. And really, the way I've been able to, I think, keep up that appearance, and I don't want to keep up that appearance completely, right? Like, of course, you want to look like you're put together, but I think anyone's, talks or public speaking events, those are all the highlights, right? It's years and years of practice. And I really think it's about learning, self-awareness, knowing yourself and knowing the environments and the conditions and the people with which you thrive, truly. I mean, I think that the most important thing that's really kept me going is that I lived the experience. I lived this problem, right? That, neurodivergent youth are more susceptible to bullying, to depression, to anxiety, to all of these things. And a lot of this has to do with loneliness, with social isolation, with feeling other, feeling different. And that is something that I most definitely felt growing up. I was diagnosed with autism and ADHD when I was 14. And for 6 years, out of shame, I hid my diagnosis. I had so many difficulties with it, especially as a autistic woman. And I realized that, with representation and with learning a little bit differently through stories and music, movies and games, that was the way I learned. It was never that, I was broken or that it was more that I just learned very differently. And I wanted to create that different form of learning that was going to uplift neurodivergent youth, was going to support professionals in helping these neurodivergent youth navigate a universe that wasn't really built for them in a way that was empowering. And that's what we're doing today. And that's what still fuels me today.
Wow. Oh, I can tell you've practiced a lot because it just rolls off your tongue, and there's so much richness in the words that you have chosen.
So we're actually a three-part social emotional learning platform. The first part of us is, of course, our game series, Ava. It's about an autistic star mapper. She goes around, recruits pirates, and goes through different social emotional situations. There's all these fancy fun features about it. We have 100% of our playtesters who want to keep playing, which we're very proud of. And we're formed by a 40% neurodiverse team. We also have social emotional learning curriculum and this remote streaming platform that allows counselors, mental health professionals to actually stream gameplay with their clients and students. This was formed in light of COVID. And really, with our different dialogue, with our platform and gaming, we're giving neurodivergent youth a safe and accessible space to practice social emotional situations, understand concepts for themselves, and really just apply these skills in real life and go into deeper conversations about them.
It just looks amazing. So how would you advise a parent who can see that their young person has passion, has skills, and is uncertain of how to begin developing their work in the world? What do you think a parent could do to provide that bridge or that leg of support?
Yeah. I think that one big thing is really finding mentors, finding people like me. Go ahead and reach out to me through our site, and I'm happy to talk about, ways to enter entrepreneurship. But I really think it's about finding those sort of all-stars in the field and just going ahead and emailing them. As a young person, you have a lot of leverage and a lot of power in being able to go to folks like me or folks that are, much more, well situated than me and have done a bunch in their lives, and just, ask for a call, ask to chat. And I think it inspires you, it gives you knowledge, it gives you connections. And I think learning as much as you can about the field as possible. And again, really talking to the people that you believe are experiencing the problems that you want to solve, doing as many interviews as you can.
Wow, that's very specific. You've given such specific tips. So thank you so much, Vanessa.
Oh, thank you so much.